I like me. I like my story and all the bumps and bruises. That's what makes me uniquely me. You and you alone are the only person can live the life that writes the story that you were meant to tell. And the world needs your story because the world needs your voice. You are built not to shrink down to less, but to blossom into more. Every one of us needs to show how much we care for each other, and in the process, care for ourselves. To find a happy ending with someone else, first you have to find it alone. If you don't get out there and define yourself, you'll be quickly and inaccurately defined by others. Inner beauty should be the most important part of improving oneself. Don't forget to tell yourself positive things daily. You must love yourself internally to glow externally. I'm really happy to be me, and I'd like to think people like me more because I'm happy with myself and not because I refuse to conform to anything. Your self-worth is determined by you. You don't have to depend on someone telling you who you are. You're always with yourself, so you might as well enjoy the company. This life is mine alone, so I have stopped asking people for directions to places they've never been. I've come to a realization that I need to be able to forgive myself for making the wrong choice, trusting the wrong person, or figuratively falling on my face in front of everyone. Step into the daylight and let it go. Nourishing yourself in a way that helps you blossom in the direction you want to go is attainable, and you are worth the effort. You deserve a love that's deeper than the ocean, a love that's brighter than the sun, a love that's higher than the mountains, a love that you can only find inside yourself. If we stop defining each other by what we are not and start defining ourselves by what we are, we can all be freer. You alone are enough. You have nothing to prove to anybody. If you're not someone who has a natural and effortless love for yourself, it's hard to let go of your desire to please other people. And that's really not an ingredient for a happy life. We can only love others as much as we love ourselves. I believe self-love is a byproduct of integrity. Living true to your values, whether you feel like it or not. Remember who you were before they told you who to be. And I can't help loving myself. And I don't need nobody else. If I was you, I'd want to be me too. Knowing how to be solitary is central to the art of loving. When we can be alone, we can be with others without using them as a means of escape. Do not let what he wants eclipse what you need. He is very dreamy, but he is not the sun. You are. I say it ain't bragging if you can back it up. To bring yourself love and happiness, do what you can to bring them to others. Love the world and yourself in it. Move through it as though it offers no resistance, as though the world is your natural element. Until you love yourself, you will never know who you really are, and you won't know what you're really capable of. It is only when you have mastered the art of loving yourself that you can truly love others. Look into a mirror, make eye contact with yourself, and say, "I love me," as many times as possible during the day. Maybe part of falling in love with someone else is also falling in love with yourself. If only you could sense how important you are to the lives of those you meet, how important you can be to people you may never even dream of. There is something of yourself that you leave at every meeting with another person. You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Self-love is an ocean, and your heart is a vessel. Make it full, and any excess will spill over into the lives of the people you hold dear, but you must come first. Freeing yourself was one thing, claiming ownership of that freed self was another. How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. I am sure about myself as a person. I am sure of my talent. I'm very content. I like the kind of person I am. My wealth is in my knowledge of self, love, and spirituality. Had we not loved ourselves at all, we could never have been obliged to love anything. So that self-love is the basis of all love. Love yourself first and everything else falls into line. You really have to love yourself to get anything done in this world. When we fulfill our function, which is to truly love ourselves and share love with others, then true happiness sets in. Think thoughts that make you feel good. Make choices that make you feel good, and take actions that make you feel good. Don't surrender all your joy for an idea you used to have about yourself that isn't true anymore. You may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Love and the self are one, and the discovery of either is the realization of both. In your own life, it's important to know how spectacular you are.